Hello everyone, you're welcome back to another video today. We are going to be looking at another scholarship opportunity, the Turkish scholarship opportunity. The name is the Türkiye Bursları or Türkiye Scholarships, and this is their official webpage. You have, of course, this which you could explore. You could look at what it's all about, how many, how many scholarships they offer, what they offer, and all the like. So there's a lot for you to explore the people's testimonies, or how do they call it, their feedback on this particular scholarship. But as you all know, we are going to be looking at what is very, very important for us, which is the coverage of the scholarship, the eligibility, and the application procedure criteria. So first, let's just go through this page. They're just a bit just bragging about themselves a bit, but we can find some general information like it's a government funded higher education scholarship. So it's a scholarship funded by the government of Turkey, which funds studies of international students for international students. So the scholarship is provided to study in either undergraduate, master's, or PhD. And as I said, the page, everything here, they're just information talking about themselves, what the Turkish scholarship is all about. So now we are going to the page or the pages that interest us. Why the Turkish scholarship? So first thing we are asking ourselves, why the Turkish scholarship? Why should you choose to apply to this particular scholarship? Of course, on this page, there will be a lot of bragging about themselves, why they are the best, and so on. But it's good, it's good. We look at it. So first thing is, if you want to be notified when the scholarship starts, don't forget to subscribe. So if you click here, you will get information when the scholarship has been launched, because currently it hasn't been launched. So first thing, it's a comprehensive and unique scholarship program. It provides university and department placements, unlike other higher education scholarship programs. Well, as I said, they are trying to brag about themselves as compared to other people. But here they mean that they are the ones to place you in a particular university, which is true. Unlike other education, you choose maybe other higher education scholarship programs, you have to apply to the university itself and they take you before the scholarship can even consider you. So for the Turkish scholarships, you just apply to them. They're the ones to they'll give you a list, of course, to choose a particular university you might want to study in. But out of that list, they'll place you in one of them. But even in that list, or even out of the list, they could still give you a placement in another university which you didn't include. So what else? The Turkey scholarships covers your tuition, allows you to learn the language of the country in 1 year. So you have a 1 year Turkish language course, which you are obliged to go through if you don't know the language especially. Then you have it provides accommodation for students. It supports your journey to Turkey and your return journey back to your country when you have finished. It allows you to take full advantage of the health services through the health insurance. And then you have a monthly stipend of 3,500 for undergraduate, 5,000 for masters, and 6,500 for the PhD per month. This is in Turkish lira. So that is their coverage generally. They're trying to tell you what they cover, especially if you're considering maybe you have two scholarship opportunities and you're trying to weigh which one to take. So Turkey is telling you what they'll cover for you. They cover all your living costs, your tuition, your studies, your 1 year Turkish language course, and your flight tickets to and back from the country. So that is it on this page. You have this which you could continue to explore if you want to know more about it. So we have seen it, why, their coverage, now the criteria. Okay, so the Turkish scholarship has designed different and specific scholarship programs for each education level. It offers me so to be eligible for this scholarship, you have to have a particular minimum academic achievement. For undergraduates, you have 70%, graduate students, 70, candidates, 75, candidates of health sciences, 90%. Then the age, for undergraduates, you have to be below 21, for master's programs below 30, and PhD programs below 35. For research scholarships, you should be below 50. So if you, let me say, if you fit in any of these criteria already, then you are one step ahead. Then the eligibility, citizens. So you have citizens of all countries, graduates or those who graduate at the end of the current academic year, researchers and academics, because there's a particular research scholarship offered just for researchers. So you can, if you're a researcher. So the eligible criteria are pretty, not, can't say easy, straightforward, and not too complicated as others. So if you're from any part of the world, you are eligible to apply. If you've graduated already or will graduate by August 2025, if you're applying for the 2025 academic year, 2025-2026, then you can apply. Okay, so now we have other programs still offered by this Turkish government scholarship. You have full-time scholarship programs. You also have short-term scholarship programs, and you have joint scholarship programs, where this scholarship together with another partner join to fund studies of particular groups of people. This short-term scholarship, let's see. The Success Scholarship is a program specially designed for students who are currently studying at Turkish universities on their own and who have demonstrated outstanding academic performance. So these are people who are already in Turkey and they were studying, they were self-funded in Turkey, and they want support for a 1 year, maybe their last year, I don't know. But this scholarship will give them just 1 year funding in that university. Then you have the research scholarship. Research, they offer research scholarships to researchers in the particular university. So researchers are mostly people who already have a PhD or who are applying for PhD thesis. Okay, so we have that. Then for this, we have seen the criteria eligibility. We go to the application calendar. So the application period is usually from January to February 20th. So it has not been launched yet. After applying, you have an evaluation process that takes about 3 months. And after that, those who have been shortlisted can go for an interview between June and July. Early August, you get announcement of results. August, you get your procedures to compile your documents to travel, your visa and all the like. So that is the timeline for the the general scholarship. You have the success scholarship, which we said is for students who are already studying in Turkish universities but are self-funded. You have the research scholarship, which shows that there are several periods to apply. You have the January, March period, April, June, July, September, October, December. Okay. Now we go to the application itself, the process. So this is an overview of the application process or the step-by-step process. First, you have to create your personal account, which is similar to most other scholarship opportunities or even admission pages to universities. You have to create a personal account or a portal where you log in and upload your documents on the application system. The second is uploading all required documents. It will also be beneficial for you to include extracurricular activities and achievements in different fields. The third, you list your dream university and program preferences. You write an original letter of intent explaining your preferences, expectations, and goal for the future. After reviewing all the stages and documents, you can now approve your application and submit. So these are the steps that you follow, which are basically similar to most opportunity pages as we talked about, or even schools. You have to create a portal, you upload the documents, you answer the essays that have been written, you upload a personal statement if you need to. For government scholarships like this, which you need to be assigned to a particular school, you have to have gone through the schools, the list of schools in that country. You have your preferences, you have your university, maybe in the case where they need you to specify a supervisor, you can even include that. Then you now submit when you have uploaded all those documents. And don't forget, there's always a recommendation letter that is needed. So that is a step-by-step process, but they have mentioned too about documents. So what are these documents that are needed? You have a valid identity card, that's your ID card or your passport. a photograph of the candidate taken within the last 1 year, national exam results if you wrote any national exam, a diploma or temporary graduation certificate, a transcript, international exam result if you wrote any, if your program requires that. Because remember, when you're going through the university that you wish to be placed in or you wish to apply to, depending on the scholarship, you check their personal requirements. Some of them might require some exam results. So you have to submit that too. You also submit international language tests if required, a proposal for a research topic, and a written example of the research you have carried out, which is applicable for PhD applicants. You have to give a proposal, research proposal that you want to work on in your PhD, and also a summary of the research that you have carried out before. Okay, so that is that for the step by step process. Here you have important details, which many programs in Turkish universities are taught in Turkish language. However, some departments may offer programs in English and other languages. Candidates who wish to study in such programs must be able to provide an internationally accepted language proficiency certificate, which has been mentioned above. Candidates can check the language of instruction while choosing their programs in the application section. As I mentioned, when you're going through your university, you check their requirements too. So if they need an extra exam, test results, then you have to prepare to write or send those particular exam results. Undergraduate candidates who possess international qualifications such as SAT or GCSE instead of national exam scores will need to provide the minimum required qualification needed for completing secondary school according to these international exams. All Turkish scholarship awardees who do not possess C1 level certificate for Turkish proficiency, including those who are placed in English or other language programs, must attend 1 year Turkish language course and attain the C1 level certificate by the end of their academic year. Okay, so basically, when you have, no matter your program, if it's Turkish or English, they've mentioned here already that most of the universities offer their courses in Turkish language. There are a few who offer in English or other languages. But despite the language of instruction of your course, if you don't have a C1 level certificate in Turkish, sorry, before going there, you have to do a compulsory 1 year language course, which of course they cover the cost. So that is that for the steps. Let's look at evaluation if that concerns us. Okay, application. So the evaluation and selection process. Applications for Turkey scholarships are considered according to a candidate's academic success, social activities, and motivation to their chosen field. So they are already telling you what you need to express in all what you'll be writing. If you're submitting your CV, it should be demonstrated that you have had a successive and very great academic success in your studies. You should also demonstrate some social activities you have participated in, and you have to submit a motivation letter. Even your research and all those things should show that you're motivated in the field which you have chosen. So here you have an evaluation process, the preliminary assessment. All applicants are examined on the basis of basic criteria such as minimum academic achievement, age limit set for each level, and required documents. This was already mentioned. So when the deadline has reached and they are looking at documents, they first of all sieve out all those who do not have the minimum academic achievement, age limit for each of the level, and if you do not submit all the required documents. So make sure you are eligible and make sure you submit all your documents and accurate documents. After that, you have expert evaluation. Applications from eligible candidates are considered by expert committees in terms of various criteria such as academic status, previous qualification, academic interest, career goals, consistency of preferences, contents of the letter of intent, and participation in social activities. So after they have eliminated those who do not even meet eligibility criteria, they go to those who are eligible and start to go deeper. Your academic interest. You have said you're interested in maybe environment and you've been writing some essays. So what you've been doing before the social let me say the social participation, is it also in line with your career goals? Is it also in line with what you say you're interested in? The schools you chose, are they also schools that are most recognized for that particular field? When you wrote your letter of intent or letter of motivation, did you include how passionate you are about that particular field and so on? So that's it. Then you have a test. 30 question quantitative test consists of maths, geometry, and logic is held for undergraduate candidates prior to the face-to-face interviews conducted by the presidential delegations. So this is a test that will be given to undergraduates during their interview or before their interviews, before their face-to-face interview. And then you have the interview itself. The candidates who are selected from more than 100 countries in the finalists will be evaluated in an interview session which lasts about 15 to 30 minutes. Consists of the welcome and the entrance, checking of your documents, purpose of the candidate's application, your knowledge and career goals, and the closing and candidate questions to the committee. So they've made it easy for you to know what to expect. But you still have to, when it comes to interview, if it's something, all what you wrote, if it's something you're really passionate about, there's no way you can ever go wrong because you're saying what you know, what you love. They see the passion in you, they see the commitment and all that. Then you have a final assessment where the results of the interview are evaluated by those who were in the committee, and those who have been accepted or who have passed this stage get notified of that. Okay, so you have that is it. Freshers Guide, scholarship procedure. Let's see this. Here on the scholarship procedures, you just have general information about the scholarship, deduction and termination, suspend study and partial loss of scholarship, scholarship support, duration, study extension, Turkish language education and proficiency. All of that is information that you can read on your own. That's when you have prepared your documents, you have submitted, and you now just want to find out, you just want to know more about the scholarship, what to expect. So you can read all of this, especially when you get the scholarship, what can cause them to reduce your scholarship or terminate it. Is it possible for you to suspend study or lose your scholarship? What the scholarship supports and all the like. So you can get that in this particular page. So basically, we've gone through the major parts of this review, and we have seen how you can apply if you're eligible. But the scholarship is not launched yet. You can subscribe to the page as you saw to get updates when it has been launched, and then you apply for it. So I hope this was of help to you. Make sure you like the video if it helped you. Subscribe so that you can get more videos in the future about other opportunities. Share with other people whom you think might help. And see you next time.